So we request all the participants to join after 15 minutes so that we can continue with our next session. Attendance link will be shared in the end of the session. Since the same speaker is going to continue, we'll be sharing the attendance link by the end of the second session. So we request all the participants to join after 15 minutes. Kindly stay here itself. So we request all the participants to stay with the current link itself. So dear participants, we'll continue with our session. We hope all of you have rejoined back.
Yeah, shall we start?
Yeah, ma'am. We'll start, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Shall we
Yeah, ma'am.
start, Anu?
Yeah, ma'am. You're audible, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Yeah, participants, can you hear me?
Yeah, ma'am. You're audible, ma'am. Please continue.
Yes, fine. I share my screen, the PPT. Okay, and then so we started the demonstration with Graph API. Okay, then some of the screenshot, and then I have added and the PPT itself. Then the second part of the demonstration is creating a Facebook developer API. So here we used a developers, okay, so API. The demonstration I have given, and then some links, and then I have added in the PPT itself, and then so you can follow it, and then what are the steps, and then you need to follow it, and then so based on that, and then so okay, finally you can publish your API in order to get it done. Then third part of the demonstration is so how to scrape okay, data from Facebook accounts, and then here also I have selected Facebook account alone, so that should be the famous one, and then always and then we can able to get and then so more amount of data through Facebook accounts, and then so in this way uh, in order to scrape and then so Facebook and then what I said already, and then you can directly get the data from here. Okay, so it should also be easiest tool compared to that, and then but we require and then certain programming knowledges, and then so then I have given certain requirements for this. So JSON and then Python scripts. Then apart from this, and then so we require a Facebook scraper package, and then so these are the major requirements for that. You can easily install it, and then so all are open source alone, and then okay, and then so within this itself, and then the steps are given. Then step by step, and then just add all those things together. Okay, and then after that, and then we can do the scrapping of data from Facebook accounts, and then so now I'll move on to this okay, URL. Okay, just click it. I'll copy this one into the chat box. Okay. Since and then the steps are given over here itself, and then so I can directly open this, and then just click the link. This will guide you how to scrape the Facebook, and then so first we will see what do you mean by Facebook scrapping, and then so okay, it means and then we are trying to collect the data from the social media platform automatically. Okay, so that should be the meaning of scrapping, and then so okay, so we are trying to have a okay, tools, and then that tool will help you to okay, get the data automatically, and then so Then all these are web scrapping tools, or you can have a custom built scrappers and then so. Okay, normally, and then Facebook is preferring, and then pre-made web scrapping tools are custom built tools alone and then so. Is that legal and then so sometimes and then some kind of abuse and then that will also be done and then so we have to be careful while we are handling such kind of data to scrap it and then so. Yeah. Then what we require and then so from the scrapper. Okay, and then so then the steps are given over here. Okay, and then so. So first, and then I have shown through my PPT, these are the three requirements. And then first install the Python. Okay, and then so that should be the ideally, and then okay, so based on this alone, and then we are trying to have a script over here, and then after that, and then so there are two ways. One is by using JSON format. Okay, that should be a structured format, and then we will have it. Otherwise, and then so you can have a CSV file, and then so based on that, and then okay, you can have a data over there, and then so after this, the third step is okay, we require this package and then Facebook scrapper, and then the steps are given over here. I'll show you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is the preliminary steps and then we require and then. So first install the Python package and then okay, our JSON library. Okay, so after that alone and then you have to install the Facebook page scrapper. Okay, so if you want to install the Facebook page scrapper and then open your okay, terminal. Then so how do you open it? Go to the command prompt. Okay, so that is here itself. Open it. Okay, and already I have opened. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So once you have opened the terminal, okay, so you have a command called pip install Facebook page scrapper and then so okay, no need to type it, simply copy down. Okay, so automatically what are all the commands and then which are available here, and then that will be copied and then make it paste. Okay, so for example, and then so if I want to have this line, make a copy. Okay, so it shows copied. Go to the command prompt and then okay, so under this command prompt and then you have to okay, install it. Okay, and then so just click enter. Since I have already entered, okay, that is installed and then okay, it will not be repeated and then so it takes okay, so some time and then so okay. Then simply copying this command. So this is for installing a particular package. What is the package? And then we are going to use it here. Facebook page scrapper. Okay, and then so if you want to install it, the command used here is pip install, and then the name of the package, and then we want to have. Okay, and then so that is the command, and then given over here. This should be the first step, and then so we want to do, and then so okay, and then once it is installed, and then you can check it and then so whether it is there or not and then so in order to do that, pip show Facebook page scrapper whether this package is available or not, and then that could be written over here and then. So simply copy it and then paste it in the command prompt and then so okay, that's all. Okay, so control C, control V, you can use it. Then if it is a command here, just click on the right corner, copy automatically comes, and then just click once, automatically it will be copied, and then wherever you want, and then you can paste it. That's all, and then so. Okay, and then so. So now the first step is we are installing the Facebook okay, page scrapper package. Okay, the command here is pip install Facebook page scrapper. Okay, and then so once it is installed, and then you can show the command through the okay, files, and then so it will automatically show it, and then if it is installed, and then so then the next part is okay, we are going to have some Python files which is already available there. You need to do certain modifications within that, and then so okay, then that point, and then which is explained over here and then so okay, you need to update. Yeah, So what should be the purpose of scrapping? What you can do, and then okay, that is given over here. Profile messages, you can see some of the posts, and then you can see hashtags, and then business pages. So all these things, and then so you can easily scrap it. Okay, and then, so you need to have the access rights. That should be very, very important. Then for that, and then we are maintaining proxies. Okay, so the help of some proxies alone, and then you can do the scrapping process. Hmm. Okay, I'll explain. Yeah. So now we have a file called driver utilities. Okay, and then so just to copy this, you can search it from the web. Once the Python's okay, packages are installed, and then you need to find out two files. One is scrapper.py, okay, scraper.py. Another one is okay, this utility. Okay, so driver underscore utilities.py. Okay, and then so just check it. Where is it? Copy it here. Okay, and then so it will be available where you have installed and then so. So under the directory, the file is available. Therefore, just to open the file okay, from the installed directory. We are going to do modifications in or updations in two files. Okay, so both the Python files alone. Okay, after installing these packages and then so okay, and then it will be open. Then we are trying to modify certain lines and then so okay, and then so for example, and then what do you want to do and then okay that we are trying to add it over here. Allow span equal to driver dot find element and then which path and then you have to use it and then that X path and then we will have it okay and then okay after this and then so we are going to click it and then so this could be added then already the file is having so much of commands and then at the end and then so you need to add it over here. I'll show you once the file is open. Okay, the file will be displayed. Already I have opened the file. Yeah, yes. Okay. So this is the content of driver utilities.py and then so it is stored under which one? Facebook page scrapper package itself and then so it is going to have driver.utilities.py. Okay, it's a Python file alone and then so it's already having and then so much commands and then related to driver utilities and then here we are going to do okay one addition okay that updation and then we have to do and then so it means okay so what I said and then so at the end of okay yeah wait for element to appear method and then I am going to add these three lines okay and then so it means and then that lines are also available. This is the updation and then I have to do so based on the path and then we are going to do the scrapping process again where the driver utilities okay so that span as well as and then so while you are clicking this span then alone and then so this element will be okay find it out and then so under this driver file and so that should be the meaning over here. Just to copy this okay by clicking this button right corner then after that just open the driver files okay so go down okay then under utilities close driver and then we are going to add it here. So this is the line simply I have copied from there and pasted here. So that should be the updation. I'm going to give it over here. Once done and then you can save the file. Okay. And then so this alone and then I have to add it for setting the path of the driver utilities. Okay, so should be the next step, and then so I have to do it here as a whole file, and then which is added over here. So just, and then we are going to add it here alone, and then so okay, that is the next step, and then we have to do it. Okay, after this, and then just to save a file, the next step is I said one more file called scrapper.py. Okay, and then that also, and then you need to modify. So this subdivision is mainly for segregating information from different scrapping. Okay, and then so scrapping targets to separate files. And then, so for example, and then if I am going to have multiple case scrappings, and then so all those things, and then will not be stored under a single file. So instead of that, and then so I can make use of multiple files, and then so that should also be okay. So I can simultaneously open, and then so okay, I'll create a folder, and then within that folder itself, and then all such scrappings will be done over here as a separate one. So for that, and then okay, the file called scrapper.py. Okay, and then so that also available after installing. Yeah, now only it came. Then so after installing our Facebook scrapper page, okay, and package and so okay, and then so this file alone, and then I have already opened. Similarly, find out the second file too. Okay. The name is scrapper.py. Okay, just find out the path and open it, and then so this is available under where you have installed. Okay, so the package of which one? Facebook page scrapper, and then okay, within that package alone it is available. Okay, I'll show you the complete path of it. That's it. That driver.utilities, which is available in this folder. Since I have stored under users del, okay, and then all such Python related packages, and then will be available over here. The Facebook package, okay, Facebook page scrapper package, and then is available here alone. Then within this folder, and then we are going to get those two Python packages, okay, and then so files. So one is a driver utilities file, then another one is scrapper.py. Okay, and then so that is also available under Facebook package scrapper alone. Okay, this is a folder which is created while you are installing the package. For that alone, and then we used was the command pip install. That's it. Okay, so here also we are going to do some additions, and that is modifications. So it is for segregating the information from different scrapping targets. Okay, and then so into separate files. And then. So for that, and then so we'll have the init method. Okay, so within this alone, and then we are going to have self parameters, and then so okay, what all the parameters, and then you are trying to add, and then that you need to change it. All those are self parameters, and then so okay, and then so I'll show you. These are the two lines. So it is started. These are the parameters, and then we are using. One is underscore data underscore dict. Okay, and then so another one is underscore extracted post equal to set. And so these are the two lines, and then we are going to add it. Okay, and then so following lines of init method. So just copy it, open the file scrapper.py, okay, and then so where the init function is.
Okay, you can run the document and you can interpret any results, because some are from non-coding background, they might not understand.
I am searching for the init function. Yeah, here. Yes. Yeah, this is the init function that we are going to have. Okay, so these are the various parameters, and then we are going to have. Apart from this, and then we are adding these two parameters, and then so one is self dot all are self parameters alone. The parameter name is underscore data underscore dict, and then so that is initially empty. Another one is underscore extracted underscore post, and then so okay, so this alone, and then we are going to set it over here. So these two lines you need to copy it, and then so from that page, and then paste it over here under the init function. Once this step is done, then you have to save the file. Okay, and then so now these two steps are over. It means that, and then so we have modified both the files, and that is driver utilities file and then scrapper.py files, and then so okay, and then so finally, and then it will show you this part, and then so once it is done, once updated the code, and then we will move on to the scrapping process. Okay, so now we are going to start the process of scrapping Facebook post, and then so okay, for this, and then we require some kind of real-time or real-life example called, and then so residential proxies. Okay, and then so proxy is required for that. Okay, and then so in order to access your accounts. Okay, and then so I'll tell you the steps and then to be followed. So first step is you have to create a new file, then make your own directory, and then say the file name as, okay, that is name it as facebook1.py, and you can have any names, and then so it's not a problem. You can have a create a own directory and then create one Python file. Okay, so already I have open here. Okay, then simply open the IDE, okay, IDLE editor, and then okay, just save the file name as facebook1.py. That's all. Now this file, and then we are going to create it. Okay, it means, and then start to write the code, and so okay, I'll tell you first the steps. After that, and then we'll copy all those things together, and then finally we can have. Okay, and then so yeah. Now, first step is, okay, so under this facebook1.py, import the scrapper. Okay, so the step used here is, this is the package, and then we are going to use it. Okay, so from this package, and then so I'll import, and then the Facebook scrapper function. And then so, okay, this is the first line. We are importing the scrapper. Okay, and then the second one is, okay, so I want to see several public profiles. Okay, and then so what are the profiles, or which are the pages I want to scrap, and then okay, so those things, and then I have to give it in terms of string values. For example, if it is a, okay, so that should be given in terms of a page list. This is a field name, and then which is already available, and then you are going to give which are the pages or public profiles you want to add it over here, or you want to scrap it. So some examples, and then which is given, some of the public profiles, and then which is added over here, and then some other Metallica, CNN, and then so those, okay, so values are pages, and then so will also be added over here. So this is for creating the list of pages, and then okay, you want to scrap it. Okay, and then so those names are alone, and then you have to give it. So that should be the second step, and then by using the variable called page list. Then the next one, we are going to set up our proxy. Okay, so it's a headless browser, and then so here we have a smart proxy IP portal, and then so okay, and then so that is for residential or mobile proxy provider alone. Then okay, while you are clicking this, and then it will move on to this proxy. Smart proxy. Initially, it was a smart proxy. Now it was renamed to Decodo on that side. So in order to have this, okay, and then we require a permission. Then since, and then so it's a private one, okay, and then so those information, and then you want to access, you have to connect it with the proxy. Okay, those steps, and then so it is given, and then we have to go to the initial dashboard, okay, general information, and then which is given over here. Then the documentation, and then will also be added here and then so. Okay, just you need to connect it to the concerned proxy. Okay, and then so for that, and then initially they have given a free trial for some days, and then I think 2 weeks, and then so they are giving a free trial. After that, and then so we need to go for and then so the payment and then so. Okay, if you require, and then you can continue. Otherwise, and then based on the amount of data you want to use. Okay, and then so the amount of data you want to use, based on that, and then the payment could be happen over here. Okay, and then so this is a private portal, and then so that's for residential access or mobile proxy access, and then so just like a private smart proxy IP pool, and then so. Okay, here we want to do certain settings, and then which port number you want to connect it, and then so the variable or field used here is proxy underscore port, and then so the port number you can have it, and then so. And then the next parameter here is post count, and then so how many posts and then you want to have. So I want to scrap, and then so 100 posts, and then 100 posts or 50 posts, and then so whatever you can, and then you can give the count variable, and then so. Okay, and then the once done, which browser and then you want to use, and then the browser name and then could be given as a preference, and then so now it is given as a Firefox, and then what could be the timeout period, and then so. Okay, so how long and then you have to take it for, and then scrapping, and then so when it could be ended, and then so that is called as timeout period, and then so it will be in terms of seconds alone. So now the standard value given here is 600. So based on your requirement, and then you can adjust it, and then so. Okay, now it is given for 600 seconds, and then within the 600 seconds, and then okay, so you have to scrap it, and then so. Okay, what are the requirements, and then we have given only till this period, and then it is active. After this, and then so it will be inactive, and then so we can't do it. So that kind of variable is timeout, and then another one is headless. Okay, it's for a browser variable. Okay, we are moving on to browser variable or not, and then so now it is false alone, and then we are not going to use it here. And so then now this is the code for our scrapper. Okay, and then so how many page list and then we have given, since we mentioned. Okay, so what are the pages and then you want to scrap, and then all those things are listed over here, just like an array. It's a Python script alone. Each one will be taken as a string alone here, and then this is the one page, and then the name of the page is given over here. Similarly, the second one, okay, just specified in the form of a array. Then this is a third one, then fourth one, fifth, sixth, seventh. So like that, and then have created, I want to scrap, and then 7 different okay, pages. Those pages, and then we have to list it over here. Okay, so we want to run. Okay, so based on the number of pages in the list. Okay, so for page, this is a variable, iteration variable. Okay, till the page list is available, till that array, and then we are going to do this process. Okay, and then so we are going to access through the proxy. Okay, so this is a proxy variable line. Okay, and then so this is a function, and then username and password, which is assigned by the proxy server. This is a proxy server. Okay, so already I said, and then so we want to connect it with the proxy server, and then once the registration and all, and then which is done, they will give you the username and password. Okay, so that username and password, and then you have to add it over here. Okay, and then so then through the port number you have to connect it, and then port number already we mentioned. Okay, the starting port number is 10,001. Okay, and then so now we are trying to connect through this user and password ID in to this proxy. Okay, smart proxy provider will do the authentication process. Okay, so how do you do the authentication process? Okay, you need to give the username as well as password here. Okay, then alone next process will start. Okay, so after initializing the scrapper, and then what will happen? Okay, so what are the information and then you want to require, and so those things, and then you have to give it in the form of functional arguments. Okay, so we are going to initialize the scrapper here. So the name of the field is scrapper, and then we are calling the function called Facebook underscore scrapper, and then what are the information you want to see? under those page list. And then, so that you have to add it here. It means that, so there are several parameters. One is page title, another one is post count, and then which browser type and then you are using, and then what should be your proxy type, and then so which proxy you want to connect it, then what should be the value of timeout, how long and then you are trying to do this process, and then so, and then okay, this one and then we are not using it, and then so headless browser, and then if you are using, and then that you need to do it here, and then so whether it is true or false, that alone, okay, you have to pass it here. Okay, so these are the parameters and then which are going to give it, and then so it means we are initializing the scrapper here alone. What are all the contents we require, based on that, and then we are going to add it here. So I require page title, post count, and then browser type, and then okay, so where do you connect it, which proxy, and then you want to connect it, and then so that we already initialized, and then so okay, so the username and password of the concerned proxy through that port number, and then which is already given over here, so that value, and then we have to add it here, and then how long, and then so the timeout period is also mentioned, okay, already, so that till that time, that is 600 seconds, and then so it will be running over here, and then so okay, and then so once done, next. Okay, so output can be presented in two ways, and then so as I said already, and then so in the PPT itself, then either you can make use of JSON, okay, and then so this is the first step, and then you can directly print your results in the console window itself, and then so okay, so for that, and then we require JSON, and then these are the lines, and then that is required for it, and then so okay, in case of JSON, if you have already installed, then we'll have a variable called JSON underscore data. Okay, so what you have scrapped, and then so that is available under this field, scrapper dot scrap to JSON, and then so okay, and then that you are going to transfer it to JSON, and then so it will change it to the okay, JSON format. Okay, and then so then automatically all such data are available in the field called JSON underscore data. Then you can immediately display it through this command, and then so print off JSON data. Okay, so what are the things, and then you are scrapped through this, okay, all such things, and then will be given to the JSON, that is converted into the JSON format, and then that will be displayed directly here itself. Okay, so this is one way of giving your output or presenting your output, and then so then another way is, okay, so you can export it in the form of CSV file. So for that, and then okay, since and then multiple scrapping, and then it could be done, you have to create a file, and that is folder, and then so okay, since and then we are going to have so many scrapping results based on okay, the number of pages, and then you have listed over here. So there are 7 pages, and then which are listed over here. So automatically 7 scrappings, and then we will get it. Okay, and then so all such things, and then we will store it under the Facebook scrap results. Okay, and then so this will be the directory which has to be created. Okay, so once the directory is created, then you can add this line. Okay, and then so where do you want to store all your results in the form of okay, CSV file, and then so that you need to add it over here. So now this is a field name, okay, that is variable name directory, and then path of the concerned directory you have created. Okay, so that has to be given over here. Then after this, okay, so get the pages. Okay, and then so for each page, and then we will have a separate file names, and then so what are the pages we have, and then in the name of a page itself, we are going to create the output results. Okay, so totally we have 7 pages. All such pages, and then will be created as a file names, and then so 7 different pages, and then we will create it, and then so therefore 7 different file names in the form of a CSV file will be created over here. So that's why file name equal to page, and then we are giving an answer. Then all the scrapped results. Okay, so now we are going to move it to JSON format, and then here we are going to move it to CSV file. And then, so in case of a CSV file, what should be the file name, and then where do you want to store it, and then so these two parameters, and then you are going to pass it here. And then the same command, okay, here alone, and then okay, so what happens here, scrap to JSON format, and then we are going to transfer it, and then we will display it directly here itself. But here we are creating a directory, since and then we will have multiple pages, so that time and then what we have, and then okay, so under each page name and then file will be created, and then those things are stored as a result in the form of a directory itself. Okay, and so for that, and then we'll have these lines.
Could you
Okay,
run
so
it
for
directly?
directly you can give the file name and then directory itself.
Madam?
Otherwise, and then so store it separately and give it, and then so. Okay, so once
Madam,
done,
can you hear us?
and then okay, initial port number we have given over here is 10,001. Okay, and then so now we want to okay, increase it. Okay, so we want to change it to other port number, since then we are going to have it as every session, and then so okay, so once you have scrapped, and then okay, we will have a different code alone, different port number alone, and then you have to use it, and then otherwise, and then so it will make you a problem, and then so it is already in use, and then that could be banned, and then so it is very safe to use different sessions for that, and then so in that case, and then we can make use of the different port numbers, and then so initially I have used 10,001 as the port number. Okay, so that should be used for where is here. Okay, so 10,001 is the port number, and then after that I am going to change it, and then so okay, first simply, and then so I am increasing the value by 1, and then so this could be the command. What should be the value of the port number? Now that is current port number, okay, will be added by 1, and then so it will automatically create another okay, so
can you
port
hear me,
number
madam?
means, and then so 10,002
Yeah.
for the second iteration. Okay, and then so, and then it will create a new session just like that, and then we will do, and then so it is very safe to create a different session for that, and then so okay, so that's why, and then we are going for increasing the port number here, and then so okay, these are the steps, and then which are to be followed, all such things, and then so we have added over here, and then just okay, the complete scripts, and then so which is given over here. Okay, and then so what are the steps, and then I said, and then all those are added together, and then just make a copy okay, at the right corner. Then I told to create a new file, and then so under the name facebook1.py. Okay, so you have to paste it here. Okay, and then so all such lines are given over here, and then so once done, and then so we will copy it. Okay, so that is save the file. Then just I do once again, copy, then since I have done some changes over here, and then so you can add, and then so what are the pages, and then you want to do that, you can test it here, and then port number mention, then count how many posts, and then you want to okay, get it, and then so that count, and then you can give it which browser you want to use, what should be the timer period, and then okay, so scrapper, and then I have initialized, and then so this should be the line for proxy. Okay, so before this, and then what I said, and then so you have to get a permission from, let us do the registration. That's it. Yeah, do the registration here. Okay. Yes. So we'll have a free
Madam,
trial.
could you hear me, madam? Ushadevi, madam? Yeah.
So this is one of the smart proxy, and then which is available. Okay, you need to do the sign-in process, and then so given with my Google account itself. Just select it, continue here. If you don't have an account, and if you want to create a new one, you can have it, and so this should be the page for it, and then so okay, we can get started with this part. Okay, so you'll have a free trial. Okay, if you want to add some planning, okay, and then so it means, and then how much GB and then you want to utilize it. So based on that, and then okay, so we will get a space, and since and then we are using the external enterprise proxies here, smart proxies, and then so for that, and then so we have to pay. Okay, and then so it's a licensed one, and then okay, the payment has to be done over here. So how much GB you can require in case of a research, and then so how much GB and then you want to require, and then just click it, add it, and then okay, if I require 100 GB, and then so based on that, and then the cost will come, and then so okay, if I'm going to start with the free trial, and then 100 MB, and then they are only 100 MB alone, and then they are giving, and then so continue to the checkout. Even for this, and then so the minimal amount, and then we need to do it here. So that is called, and then so residential proxies, and then so okay, and then so per GB $1.5, and then they are asking, and then so okay. So this is for a free trial alone, but minimal registration you have to do. So after 3 days of trial period, and then so it will be automatically okay, activated, and then so okay, and then so minimal account, and then how much, and then you are going to pay, and then that will also be returned back within 14 days, and then so money back policy is also available. Since and then we are using only the trial pack alone. Okay, so in that case, and then only 100 MB alone, and then you can access, and then you can't access, and then much okay, pages are post, and then so that should be the problem here. If you are going for any kind of research, and then so how much data you want to utilize, how long, and then so based on that, and then you can select it, and then so okay, even for mobile proxies, and then so you can use it, and then so these are the proxies, and then which are available, whether it is a residential purpose or mobile, or in case of some static residential, and then some data centers, and then that also they are allowing, and then so based on that planning, you need how to select it, and then and then how much amount of data you require, and then so the amount will also be displayed over here, that you have to select it. In case of a research box, and then so you can make use of any particular plan for it, and then alone, and then you will get then so much amount of data, and then since and then within 100 MB, and then so you can't do much research activities, and then so analysis here. Okay, and then so once this part is done, then okay, how to save this file and just run as a Python file, and then so automatically okay, once the registration is done, the username will be allocated to you, and then it is activated to you. So you have to give the username and password while we are doing the registration under this smart proxy. Okay, and then so only this part alone, and then you have to modify it. Okay, rest all are similar. There is no changes over that. And then if you want to change what are the pages, and then so you want to add it, and then so that you can increase it, and then so okay, and then so based on the size, and then we will have that much content, and then so okay, and then so these are the steps, and then which are followed for scrapping data, and then so while you are simply running, go to the command prompt, and then give the command Python. Okay, so Facebook dot what should be the file name you have used here. Okay, facebook1.py, that name you have to use it. Okay, just simply enter, automatically it will be connected to your interface. Okay, that is your Facebook, and then get what are all the pages, and then okay, you required, and then so okay, you have given in the form of scrapping. Okay, so those pages, and then with the number of posts within this timeout, and then all such things will be okay, stored here. Either you can store it in the form of JSON, it means that immediately it will be printed. Otherwise, and then so you can store it in the form of a CSV file. And then so now it is enabled for JSON format. If you want to have a CSV file, just disable this part, okay, by commenting these lines. Okay, and then so, and then create a folder and remove the comments of these lines, and then so. Then again save the file and run it, and then so. You will get all such posts here. Okay. Yes. And then this part of demonstration is over. Okay. So the step-by-step process, and then which is also available in the YouTube, and then so. Okay, what to do, what are the changes, and then we want to do, and then everything, and then we have to give it here. And then this is one kind of proxy, and then we are going to use. Similarly, there are lots of proxies, and then which are available. We can make use of it, and then so. Okay. And then so. So this is under Python code, and then we are going to do the scrapping process. Okay, from here. Then another one is iShare, and I'll give you the overall glance, and then just to go through this one, and then so all the steps are already available. Some GitHub codes are also available. It's for social media API alone. Okay, and then so it should be the integration platform. Okay, and then so it means that Node.js is required for this. Okay, so it should be added with the wrapper SDK, software development kit. Okay, it will enable to send social media posts, okay, and get analytics, add the comments to multiple pages, multiple Facebook accounts. So it means multiple social media accounts, and then so it means, and then Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and then all these things, and then so you can integrate it together. Then on behalf of users or clients, and then so you can get or do such kind of analytics. Okay, and so that kind of platform is this one, iShare. I already opened. Just I'll show you. Yes. Okay. I've given the GitHub link, and then so once given, all such steps are added over here. How to do the installation and all. Okay. So this one requires social media API. Okay. After that, and then you have to create a iShare, okay, account, and then so. Okay. So in such case, and then all such, okay, medias, and then so the social media platforms, and then they are visible here. Which are the platforms, and then you want to work. Okay, and then so where the social accounts of your primary profiles, and just enable them. And so if you have Facebook account, just enable it, or if you want to do it with the LinkedIn, that you can enable it, or Pinterest, and then so like that, and then you have to select. Okay, and then so social media accounts, and then that you have, and then so all such things, and then will be given under this dashboard itself, and then so. Okay, so multiple platforms, and then you can have it. And then. So here also we require, and then API keys. Okay, and then so there, and then we have seen, and then access tokens, and then similar to that, and then we will have API keys, and then so. Then so after integrating all those things, and then okay, have a API key,
Yeah.
and then okay, just to copy it wherever you want to integrate, and then so that time, and then you have to make a copy paste, and then so this should be the code, and then this is for initializing the social post API. Then if you want to see the history, post, delete, and then we can have a comments. Okay, and then so the code is already available. Just make a copy here, and then simply do the copy and have it in a Python file. Then what I said, once the API key is generated, okay, so once done, the linkage is done, integration is done, then okay, so we'll get a copy of the API key. Just to copy it, that alone, and then you have to paste it here, your API key. Okay, that you need to add it. Then
Shall we
after that,
open
and
up
then
for the
so
questions,
just
madam?
run it, and then okay. Those steps are
Madam, shall we open up
given
for
over
the
here.
questions?
So this is for initializing, and then if you want to post, and then so we'll have a code, and then if you want to delete anything, and then we'll have a code, and then so like that, and then okay, so based on the commands are which activity, which content, and then you want to retrieve. And then you can have add a code in the Python file. Okay, just save it similar to this. Okay, so maybe you have a new name, and then finally integrate all together, and then just run it in the command prompt itself. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's all from my side. These are some other references and tutorials and then which are given. There are lots of tutorials and then which are available. And then, so this part is only, what is that? And then so only 1% of it. And then similar to that, and then there are lots of developers. Then even under different languages or programming languages or other API tools, and then they have created. And then so okay. Some of the references and then I have given over here. And then so till this, I'll stop my presentation and demonstration. Thank you all of you.
Yeah.
If you have any queries and then so, you have it.
Participants, if you have any questions, means you can ask now. Participants.
I'll share you the PPT. Okay, and then so all such links and then I have added there itself. And then you can make a practice.
Ma'am, one of the participants have asked a question like, if we are using social media data for our research, do we need to get permission from ethical committee? Ma'am?
Anu?
Yeah, ma'am. One of the participants is asking whether do we have to get ethical committee permission if we are engaged in social media research means. Ma'am, am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, you are audible, but I think Madam cannot hear us.
Okay, participants, if you have any questions, means do drop your questions in the chat box. We'll discuss with ma'am and we'll get back to you on your queries. Hello? Ma'am, I think we are not you are not able to hear us. No issues, ma'am. We have told
Okay, ma'am.
stop their questions and we'll get back to them. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for the wonderful, fruitful session. As usual, yeah, yes, ma'am. As usual, you explained from in
Participants, I think she has explored all the data scrapping options and everything.
All of them understood.
But don't worry. Actually, if you are not familiar with the scrapping process, that is not an issue. Always we can have an interdisciplinary
Understand that.
scrapping part can be carried out by a computer science professional, where interpretation parts
Sure,
we
ma'am.
can do.
Actually, we are sharing a
Tomorrow, as a
all the sessions. In that, we'll drop.
continuation, we will give you a data. We will on how to
Thank you so
interpret that.
much,
Okay,
ma'am.
Professor Anu.
Thank you. Good night.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, anyone is having a questions, you can
Sir,
go ahead.
actually, from research
Thank you,
point of
participants.
view,
Thanks for the opportunity
how to
given. I would
include
like to
the
thank
materials or how to
Murali
use
sir
the
and
research
then
papers, sir.
Anu
If
madam, and
possible,
then so
throw
for
light
this
on that.
wonderful opportunity to interact with you all. And then so, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Professor Ansha Arora, you asked something.
Hello,
Professor
sir.
Anu, you can just post today's link, attendance link.
Yeah. I'm just posting it now, sir.
Just a minute, madam. All of you who have failed to do the yesterday's attendance, you can do it today. She will be posting the today's attendance also. I think she has posted already. Am I right?
Yeah. The yesterday's attendance link is already posted. So those who have not filled it,
Yeah,
kindly fill it now.
because
Excuse me,
many
ma'am.
admins are. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Tell me.
want to ask, both session attendance is in the same link?
Yeah. Same link. Kindly
Okay.
refer the chat box. I've shared the link. So since the
Okay.
speaker is same for both the sessions, we are collecting only
Okay.
one
Today
attendance.
only one attendance.
Okay.
Okay. And today's attendance?
Yeah. It's already posted in chat box, ma'am. Again, I've
Okay.
dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please, actually, attendance, please close it from your side itself. It is very difficult for us to manage. So it will be posted only at the end. So
Madam,
you please
attendance
finish that.
link are not available in chat box.
Sir, if you go out and come the attendance link, you will not be seen. So please stay in the screen. Again,
Again,
it is shared
again I've
now.
shared. Again I've shared.
Now okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, participants, you
Participants,
please don't worry. Uh, whatever she has explained technically today, tomorrow simply we will start with the code and the data. Okay, we'll start with the recap of yesterday's session, and Professor Anu also will lead the session tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay,
Anuma.
sir.
yeah. Participants, kindly fill the attendance now itself. We'll be closing the attendance by 10 p.m. today. We are extending half an hour. Uh, After that, we'll not extend the time for filling the attendance.
Please
Okay.
copy the link and keep it with you in your WhatsApp or
Kindly
anything.
cooperate with us. For all the session, it will be different link only. Since the speaker is same for both the sessions today, we are having the same link. But for yesterday, we had two different link. One of the participant was having that query. If the speakers are different, means attendance link will also be different. So we request all the participants to complete the attendance, whatever link is shared with you immediately.
Please copy the link and keep it with you, and even you can do it after 10 minutes. So before 10, please do it. Those are not done yesterday. It's a one chance we can give. Today, you please fill it. And like today's attendance, please note of the link again tomorrow. We'll close it every day.
And few of you are asking about the session recordings. Since the file size is too large, we have to edit the files. So kindly give us some time. By the end of the FDP, we'll be sharing all the recorded sessions.
Madam, attendance link, can you put in WhatsApp, madam, in this chat? It is just scrolling, we could not find it.
You're asking for
Actually,
today's.
madam, we should not put it in the WhatsApp, madam. If we put it in
Yeah.
the WhatsApp, then everyone will fill it late also. One
No,
thing,
anyway, we are going to close by 10 now, sir. So, because this continuously scrolling the chat, by the time I'm
okay.
able, it's not at all,
I'm,
I'm not
I'm
able to.
posted again. Could you please open the link
Sir,
now?
please post the yesterday attendance, sir. Sir, please post the yesterday attendance, sir.
Wa-
Ma'am, please kindly post the yesterday attendance.
Yeah, we'll post it again, sir. It's already posted in the beginning of the session. One of you asked and we posted it. We'll share it again.
Thank you, ma'am.
So for yesterday, we'll be sharing you two links, okay? Because we had two speakers yesterday. So this is the first session link.
Okay, ma'am.
Second one also, I'll share it now.
What I will do is I'll just stop enabling the chat boxes. So we will only put the chats.
Okay, so these are the two session links for yesterday. Okay, so those who have not filled it, kindly fill it now. But again, we'll be cross-checking with whatever Zoom data we have. So only people have logged in for the FTP will be getting attendance.
Just disable the chatting. So put all the attendance link immediately so that everyone can see. Okay.
Yeah, one of you have asked for tomorrow's session speaker. It is Dr. Janardhan Balakrishnan from NIT Trichy.
Madam, yesterday attendance also please post it. Now no one can post. I disabled the chat now.
Okay, I'll repost it again, sir.
Shall we take a leave, or you want the links again?
All good, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam.
We are not able to see the link for the attendance in the Atal chat box.
Sir, kindly view it now, sir. You'll be able to see. So we have posted 3 links. The first 2 links, whatever I have posted now, is yesterday's attendance link. And whatever you see from MCC Boyd Tandon School of Business, that is today's attendance link.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So with speaker name, you can see whether the attendance link matches. Okay. So we hope all of you have copied the link. So we'll end the session for today. Thank you everyone for joining for today's session. Let's meet again tomorrow on the same link.
Tomorrow we start with a small recap of analyzing the file. First 20 minutes, again, we will do the recap of today's session. Even though it is very technical, no issues. The practice makes us very easy because the future management research will be based on data driven only. So not always the primary data. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
The session was very good, sir. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Anu madam will leave. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the valuable feedback. Thank you, everyone. We are going to end the session now.
Okay.